and welcome to my channel, Creatively Cara. Today we'll be taking a look at my October plan with me. Before I get into the details of the theme that I chose for the month, I wanted to just give a huge shout out to my subscribers for supporting me and providing feedback and comments on my stuff both on YouTube and Instagram. I love hearing what you have to say. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I welcome you to join me on this creative journey and hit that subscribe button down below. If you watched my previous video, it was about moving from the bullet journal to a happy planner. I've been sort of absent on my YouTube channel over the summer. Life got crazy for me, so I needed some stability, and I went to the Happy Planner, which is pre-dated. But it didn't allow me to be as creative as I wanted to. So I've been craving to come back and do a bullet journal again, because I love being able to create these themes and just sharing that stuff with you. So here I am, back again. The one thing I was able to take away from the Happy Planner, though, was the Discbound system. And I really like this and wanted to incorporate that into my bullet journal. So I have created my own do-it-yourself Discbound journal, and I'll be creating a video for that for you guys to watch if you're interested here real shortly, so keep an eye out for that as well. Getting into my theme, I really wanted to use the color purple. Not sure why, I wanted purple. So I thought about what I could do with purple, and I figured that I could go with a spider web or spider theme. So that is what we have going on here today. I don't know if I would really call this a Zentangle. It's more of just kind of a patterned spider web. I think it looks cool, so hopefully you enjoy it as well. But I'm just kind of going through adding in different lines with different patterns, and I try to repeat those patterns throughout the spider web here. And yeah, so let's just listen to some music and enjoy the creativity here. If any of you are interested in the items I'm using today during my plan with me, I will be posting links to all of the items in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out. My camera did cut out on me a little bit there, but I was able to add a little spider with the right next to the October area, but that was really fun to create. So if you're interested in recreating that and you do recreate it, just tag me on Instagram at Creatively Cara. I'd love to see your recreations of this if you choose to do so. Now we're setting up the calendar here. I really like to have a standard calendar layout. It's nice for me to kind of have that overall visual. So I went in and I added spider webs into the corners of my boxes, and my goal was to have it be like a light gray and then have the dark purple over it, but the gray turned a little too dark. So it's okay. It still looks all right. So, you know, we make mistakes and we live with it. But I would have maybe chosen to go with a lighter gray there. We're just adding the October header on top. I had a lot of fun with the different types or fonts that I could use for this. There's a couple of them that incorporated the spider webs or spiders into the letters, so I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to do that here for the calendar. The next piece I'm adding to my calendar pages is this, what I would consider more to be a Zentangle. It's just a repeated pattern that I'm going to use in the entire background. So I'm kind of showing you here right now how I did it, but we're going to fast forward for the next few here just to pop them all in, and I think it gave off a really cool effect for the background. I did realize that I actually forgot to put in my weekly, or my days of the weeks on the top, so I don't have those headers in yet. I will probably go back and add those in a dark purple. But yeah, those I missed a little bit, but added some spiders down at the bottom just for a little extra touch there. And yeah, here's a little bit more of a close-up. Really like how it turned out. Again, just my numbers are a little hard to read, but you know what? We can read them. It's okay. All right, so let's move on then, and we're gonna work on my brain drop page. I actually really like how this one turned out. I am using the Tombow Fudaneski here. So just adding my little spider bro friend here, getting him in there. Spider webs in all corners. I really just liked the bold, dark color this page gave off with a Fudaneski pen. And then I went in and added the header to it in that same dark purple. I'm not sure. I think this font is sort of Bones-ish. I'm not really sure. I just kind of went for it. But I thought it would be, I don't know, I thought about actually writing out all of Brain Drop, but I'm like, you know what, this is like Halloween, I'm just gonna write brains. So that's what we did for this one, so. All right, so moving on, we're gonna work on the habit tracker. I've always had mixed feelings about habit trackers, but ultimately, right now in my life, I really want to have one, so I wanted to be able to include one in for the month of October to get me back on track. So again, just adding some spider webs in here. And I wanted to add another spider dangling down. And then for this font, I was really just kind of going for, I don't know if it's supposed to be scary or hairy or I really don't know, but I thought it looked cool, so we went with it. I used it here and on my gratitude track, or my gratitude log, so you'll see it again here shortly. And then I just felt like the bottom needed a little something, so I added in some more spiders. I'm going to fill in the rest of my habit tracker later with different habits that I want to track, but probably will fill in when I achieve something in the dark purple. The next page is for my mood tracker. I've also always had mixed feelings about these. I know I talked about them in previous Plan With Me's, but lately I've been really wanting to track my mood. As I mentioned in my previous video, I am currently pregnant, so it's kind of nice to be able to track those moods, see how I'm feeling each day, whether I'm sad or tired, or just the general feeling that I have, so I can record that. So when I was thinking about what I do for this, I mean, my theme was spider webs and spiders, so my goal here is to just write out 31 different spiders. I left their bodies blank so that I can go back in and fill them in with some color, which I will provide a key legend at the top here shortly so you can see what I've got planned there. All I know is that's a lot of spiders. I really actually don't like spiders, but I think it works really well for October and with the purple that I wanted. So, all right, so here we're adding the key in. And those are going to be the different colors that I use. And here's just kind of a close-up. I did go through and number the spiders as well, so I knew which day was what. Next is going to be my gratitude logs. So going through and just numbering the pages. I like to start from the bottom sometimes because I know where I want the numbers to end, but I don't know where I want them to start. So these pages are a little bit longer than a standard like Loiterum or, you know, your standard journal. I think there's like 41 up and down. Also, I regret moving my mild liner color down through the numbers. This pen that I'm using is, I think it's a Pentel fine liner pen. I love it, but I don't know if it's a paper that I use or whatever, but it does smear a little bit, and it clearly smeared with the mild liner there. But you know what? It almost gave off kind of a cool effect having the darker purple smear on down, so who knows? Maybe I'll grow to like it. Wanted to add a happy planner sticker in here. I've got a ton of happy planner stickers now, so you'll probably see me using those in other plan with me's because I need to use them up. So it's a little cutesy for my spider theme, but I really wanted to add that in there. And here's that like hairy, weird font again. Last but not least, we are going to set up my weekly spread for the first week of October. I went with some boxes and the header for the box as well. So it's going to take me a little bit to fill these out. So let's just go ahead and watch it go. Again, here I'm using the Tombow Footinesque. I really like the dark lines it gives, and I'm a fan of using a ruler, but I'm also a fan of not using a ruler. It really depends on how I'm feeling, so if I want those kind of messier lines, I will go without it. So in this case, I did, and I really like how it turned out. So just going through, adding my headers, and then I also wanted to add some more spider webs, of course, so just adding them to the bottom corner of each of my boxes. And then the bottom right box I'm going to split it up in half with, of course, a spider web and a spider. But the top piece is going to be for notes, and then the bottom piece is going to be for any items that I need to do for next week. And just going back through and adding the spiderweb font for this week. And then I felt like the top right corner needed something, and I was trying to find some sort of quote to use that was about like spiders, but I'm not really sure if there's any good ones out there. Maybe there is. If you guys know of any really cool spider quotes, drop them in the comments below, and maybe I can include them in my future weeklies. But I just went with spiders are everywhere because literally that's how I feel with this monthly theme already. And then I drew a bunch of spiders, which also kind of look like ants, but don't mind that. I'm not the best artist. I'm just here to have fun. All right, so here it is. There is my weekly spread. And if you just kind of watch this part here, just showing you how simple and fun it can be to do this disc-bound method. Placing the pieces right back in. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video with me today. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that like button down below. And if you haven't already, also hit that subscribe button for more videos from me in the future. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.